विघ्नावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So what we have understood yesterday? Who can say? Mona Lisa, can you tell what we have understood yesterday?
Yes, sir. We understood the data mining. Data mining, there is two words, data and mining. Mining is the extraction of knowledge. We extract the knowledge from large amount of data. First is the extraction of the data, then application of the data. Then you told about the difference between data and information. Data we need get meaning from the data. Information we need get meaning from the data. We get meaningful information from the data. Data mining is possible automatically and semi-automatically. Sir, it is my doubt how data mining is possible semi-automatically.
Yes.
Then you told, yes, sir.
Next.
Next, you told about the market segmentation, difference between the market and bazaar. You told about the psychographic approach of market segmentation. Psychographic model, there are 5 sets of data we have to collect for the psychographs. Those are, first is demographic data, second is socio-economic status, third is psychological or psychology variable, fourth is lifestyle variable, fifth is the value in life. So psychographs are important for the purchase decision. Status is the issue, which is the psychological dimension. Status developed that is out of your lifestyle. You told about the big boomer, baby boomer concept. You told about the psychograph model, clustering technique, hierarchical and hierarchical cluster and non-hierarchical cluster techniques, binary number 1 and 0, 1 or 0. Then data mining techniques are based on specific algorithms. After data mining, next is patterns. You have to find out the patterns. Based on the pattern you can predict the new event. Then you told the data mining technique includes the grouping, neural networks, decision trees, associative analysis. And you told the association rule. The association rule is very, very important. It involves the use of machine learning models. There are two categories of purchase decision: planned purchase and unplanned purchase. So you described all about the data mining techniques, grouping, neural networks, decision trees, and associative analysis.
Okay.
Yes,
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So today we will learn about the applications of data mining in school management. Okay?
Yes.
So what is the major problem in the school? How the school is assessed? by the students or by the families, by the neighbors? How are they assessed? School? Meena, can you tell me?
What's up, please?
How
Ah,
we can assess the school?
how we can access the
Assess
school?
the school. How we
By
can assess the school, whether this school is good or school is
first by result oriented, discipline.
the first and foremost thing is the learning performance of the students.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the question is, can we apply the data mining techniques for understanding the students who are supposed to perform poor in the examination and the students who will perform better in the examination? Okay. So how we can do it? By using our data mining techniques, especially the artificial intelligence. Okay. So this is a new challenge, specifically in the school administration. So can we predict the academic performance of the students based upon their current performance? Can we predict? If we can predict, then which type of data we will collect? So that is a very serious issue, specifically in case of the management of students' academic performance. Is it clear now? Vignesh, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, another major issue, that is sometimes the parents cannot give the high resistance of the parents to pay the school fees to the school. Okay. That means we have to provide the families, okay, some support so that they can pay their school fees. And if we want to give this support, then again we have to collect some information about the parent's socioeconomic status. So related to the financial data analysis include school fees payment prediction. Okay. Another one, classification and clustering of the customers for admission into the school. That is also important for the educational data mining. Meena, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I follow it, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
So what is important, that is the school is interested to know, that is how many people can join the school, can admit their kids into the school, and which locality will be useful for the increase in admission into the school. Which locality is useful for maintaining the discipline in school? Okay, so these issues are very important, particularly in case of the educational data mining in the context of school. So can you give any suggestion? That is where, suppose I want to develop one private school, okay? So where the private schools will be located? Can you tell, Vignesh?
So it should be nearer to the town, within 5 kilometer radius, 5 to 10 kilometer radius from the place where the mostly situated. I mean, within the city limits.
Okay.
Should be easy to pick and drop the kids nearer to the residential areas.
Okay. Meena, can you tell?
Sir,
Dibbasri, Mona Lisa, can you tell where?
sir, if you
Yes.
choose matriculation school and other, it is inside the town. Then only we can maintain the discipline and the learning of the students. If it's an engineering college or it is outside of the village or town. The students' discipline is the engineering students are the above 18 years students is in their hand. Then they can come and go in this. Education is both from lower class to upper graduation. Is it okay, sir?
Okay, have you seen the private school where it is located usually?
Private schools are in out of the city, but they provide the bus service. The cost for the bus is very high. The low class people can't enter into that schools. Economically, they can't enter into that type of schools.
So why the private schools will be very close to the government aided school? In Bengal, I find many private schools just nearby the government aided school or government school.
For
Why?
the purpose of admission, to increase the strength and the discipline. The students' performance when compared to private and government schools is totally different.
Sir, may I?
Sure.
Maybe if both private and public school is in the same locality, so parents can differentiate that in same area I can get better facility or better education system, and they can shift from government school to private school. So that's why they are building it just beside the government school.
Parents are thinking that more care will be given in the private schools as compared to government aided schools.
So what is important, that is, if the private school is very close to the government school, okay, then what will happen? The more comparison will be there. Okay. The parents can compare the activities of the government school as well as the private school. And there is a high chance that is parents will admit their kids into the private school instead of the government school or government aided school. This is my observation in Bengal. Rural Bengal, I have
Very
noted
tight.
that this is a very serious issue. I have no idea that is what is happening in Chennai, but in Bengal, I find, particularly in some rural areas, I find there are many private schools situated just nearby the government school. Okay. And the students in the private school, they are very much disciplined, uniformed. Their academic performance is also good in comparison with the government aided school. And they are going to the government aided school for the midday meal. Have you understood the issue?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So that
Sir,
is,
but as compared to,
yes, that is
sir, can I tell?
so that is the reality. Okay, that is the reality. So this reality is based upon the data mining. So what sort of data? That is the admission rate into the private school nearby the government aided school or government school. Again, the admission rate of the private school which is away from the government or government aided school. Have you noted any difference? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So too many schools or private schools are also situated in the same location. They might be also the competitors.
Of course, too many private schools, they are competing with each other. Okay. But the interesting point is they are located almost the same places. Same place. Okay.
Yes, sir, you are right. I could see a few schools are situated in my locality, and government schools, government aided elementary schools, plus 4 or 5 private schools, sir. They are highly competitive.
Clear. So it is clear now. So if you want to maintain the competitive advantage, you have to do the educational data mining. Okay. So educational data mining is very important if you want to be successful in your competition. Okay. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
So I have given you some of the applied areas of education data mining in educational system. So can you give something more? Meena? Meena, you are working on the dropout, right? So how
Please, I can't hear.
you are working in the dropout children, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whole.
You tell me that is how
Uh,
the data mining will help to reduce the dropout rate.
We consider the family backgrounds, annual income. That is the main area for the students to drop out. The father, mother, education, and their annual income is very low to survive. They send their kids to the work, even when they are in 10 years or 11 years or 12 years, they go to their survival. For that, you have to speak with the parents and convince them to put their child to continue their studies. Then only they can live in a proper way throughout the life. The type of family.
Meena,
Yes, sir.
whatever you are telling,
Yes.
that is the hypothesis driven research. But I am talking about the data driven research.
Yes,
I am not telling about the hypothesis driven research. Whatever you are telling,
yes,
that
sir.
is a hypothesis driven research. There are
Yes,
two
sir.
types of research. One is the
Yes, sir.
hypothesis driven research. Another one is the
Yes.
data driven research. So
Data?
when you are talking data driven,
Driven. Okay, okay, sir.
data driven research. So you are guided
Yes,
by
sir.
the data. You are not guided by the hypothesis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So whatever you are telling, that is by hypothesis, but not by data.
Data driven. Okay, 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 sir. Okay, sir. I understood. Then I don't know, sir. Please, you tell, sir.
So when you are doing the data mining, that means you are following the data driven model of research. Okay. Is it clear or anything?
Clear, sir.
So what is the difference between hypothesis driven research and the data driven research? Mona Lisa, can you tell?
Data driven research, all the data will be there. All the data information will be there. Hypothesis based on the assumptions. What we assume from our research. What we will predict from our research.
Vignesh, can you tell me what is called the hypothesis?
So hypothesis is the assumption of the researcher, and when the assumption is proved, then he takes from the evidence.
Hypothesis is the assumption that is true to be tested. Okay. So hypothesis is the predefined assumption to be tested. Okay. And for that reason, we are manipulating the population. We are manipulating the sample. We are manipulating the tools for data collection. We are manipulating the statistics to be used. So a lot of the manipulations based upon the hypothesis. But in case of the data-driven model, we are not manipulating.
Sir, example, data driven research. We are not manipulating in data driven research.
Yes, we are not manipulating in case of the data-driven approach. For example, in the social media, in the Facebook, in the Twitter, in the Google. So there are a large number of researches are going on and many postings, everything is happening randomly. It is not, there is no systematic data collection system. It is following the data reservoir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you are collecting the data, it is from based upon the Amazon and etc. the consumer. So consumers are buying. If you go to the shopping mall, you will find that different people are coming and they are buying their products. So you have all the data. So based upon that data, you have to predict the customer's need, what customers want from you, from the product. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
So that is called the, when the data are random in nature, okay, and there is no experimental hypothesis. and there is no experimenter that is a control variable, nothing. So data are just generating randomly. Then it becomes very difficult. Hello. কোথায় আছেন? आप जो अजय अपार्टमेंट है, आप 3 तला में आ जाओ। हाँ पर देखो तो आप आ जाइए। जो कमाने का आप आ जाइए अंदर। हेलो हेलो এই করোনা সিনেমা হলের অপোজিটে 97 এর বিটি রোড আছে কাফে কফিতে তার পাশে বাড়িটা ও আচ্ছা তাহলে আপনি তার ডান দিকে হবে হ্যাঁ ডান দিকে আরাকানি কি বাড়িটা দরজাটা খোলা আছে ঠিক কথা ঠিক ओके कहाँ पर है मैं तो बोले हो गया चौथा Deepasri, can you update me where I have left?
Yes, sir. Discussion was going on data-driven research and hypothesis-driven research.
Yeah.
So data-driven research, it cannot be manipulated like this.
Okay.
Sir, you told about when the data is random in nature and there is no experimental hypothesis.
Yes, there is no experimental hypothesis. You do not have any hypothesis. You have only the objective. Objective and hypothesis, these two are totally different. Okay.
Yes.
To achieve the objective, you can formulate different hypotheses, but hypothesis and objective is different. For example, how many people buy this particular product? So that is not your hypothesis. That is basically your data. Okay. How many
Yes.
people buy the mobile? How many people are buying the Android mobile? How many people? That is basically the frequencies. Is it clear or any question?
Yes, clear. Clear, sir.
Sir?
So I am sharing the screen now. Because in this course, you have to learn the R programming. Okay?
Yes.
Meena, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
आप कहाँ पर हैं? आइए। फोन पे में दे देंगे। ये है हमारा गैस। हाँ? ये सामान है। Okay, so now I am presenting the empty cards. Is it visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
this is basically the data reservoir. Okay. So these empty cards, you will find the different types of cards are here. Okay. So this is a set of data, inbuilt data of R. So if you write here, okay. হ্যাঁ করে দিন। যেটা করলে হয় সেটা করবি। ये आपके दोनों परवल चेंज हुए हैं, परवल चेंज होने के बाद में ये लगा, ठीक है? ये आपके दोनों परवल खत्म हो गए थे, ये तो आपके सामने हो गया था। इसकी जो कॉस्ट पड़ेगी सर, ये जो बड़ा वाला परवल है, ये 450 का है, छोटा वाला 350 का है, ठीक है? और पाइप से देख के पर हो चुकी आपकी बिजली, तो पाइप भी चेंज करा करना पड़ेगा, फिर तो पाइप आपका पाइप है, आपका पाइप चेंज कर दीजिए, ठीक है? तो कोई भी सारी ये पाइप कोई भी पार्ट चेंज होते हैं उससे कॉस्ट बता दी जाती है, ठीक है? आपको जो करना होगा सर। Okay. So what we have noted that this is the summary table. Okay. In the summary table, you will find there is a MPG. MPG is one vector. Okay. In the R programming, first you have to know about the vector. Okay. For example, if I write X equal to 1:10, and if I write X, then you will find that is the X, that is a vector. It includes 10 elements. Is it clear, Vignesh?
Yes, sir. I'm following.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is a
I am
vector.
doing with you.
Yes, this is a vector. Okay. So X is the vector. And if I write down Y equal to 2:20, then what is this? You can write down length. So do you find the difference between the two? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So length y, it includes 19, right? So if I want to make it 10, then what will be my strategy? Then I can write down y equal to 2:. No. Sorry, 2:10. Okay. Is it clear now or any question? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So what is important? That is the first you have to create the vector. Vector means any particular variable. For example, x is the vector. So this vector includes several elements. Okay. Vector may include the single element or vector may include the more number of elements. For example, if I write CC equal to 10, so CC is the vector. Okay. So each vector includes some element, maybe the single element or the multiple elements. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And when I am making the data frame, that means I am including the two vectors. This is called the vectorization.
Including two vectors.
Okay. If there are more number of vectors, then again it will be. So this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is nothing but the data. Okay. Now we can apply some classification model so that we can get the information instead of the simple data. What is that? I can write down CC equal to X greater than 5. Okay. And I can write down CC 1, it equals to less than 5. Okay. Then I can write down table in bracket. Is it clear? So in this manner, I can classify the data based upon my own logic. So now I can remove all of the data. CC1.
सीसी का मतलब क्या है?
Okay. Is it clear now? So we have the data. Huh? What is
CC to
this?
10 means
So
CC
CC,
equal to 10 means
yes, CC is one vector, and this vector includes only one element. So I am trying to explain you that the vector includes single or the multiple elements. Okay. For example, this CC equal to 10, then CC means 10. But in case of the X includes more number of elements. CC includes only one element. Okay, again, I am showing you the same thing. So if I write is it clear now? So CC includes only one element. But if I write then you will find the more number of elements in the X vector. So the vector includes single or multiple elements. Is it clear or any question? Deeposri, can you help me because her voice is breaking. Deeposri, Deeposri, are you here? No. Vignesh, are you here?
Yes, sir.
So what Monalishi is saying, I can.
Sir, her voice is breaking. Even I could not listen.
Now, whether you have understood that is, you have understood that
Yes, sir.
there is a purpose of vector.
Yes, sir. The vector may have a single element or it may have multiple elements. It includes.
Right. And when we are talking about the vectorization, that means only one vector, you will find the multiple vectors. So if I write down Z equal to data dot frame bracket name equal to C bracket Vignesh comma Mona Lisa. Okay. Then if I write Z, what I get under the name?
Two vectors.
Two
Right.
vectors.
Now if I write down, then comma age equal to C by 30 comma 25. Is it clear now?
Sir, I have a question.
Sure.
Sir, is this the matrix representation of the data? Matrix structure.
Definitely matrix is there. I will teach you matrix later on. The first you have to understand the vector and vectorization.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And then again the data frame. Data frame is very important. Okay. Now, when I am writing empty cards, what is written? List. If I write class, it is written data dot frame. Okay. Is it clear or any question? So what we have noted, that is only the MPG. It includes the set of data. Now, particularly for the data mining purpose, what we can do, first we can find out the MPG mean. What is the mean? 20.09. Okay. So initially this is the data. And I have noted that is the mean is 20.09. Then I can write down Is it clear? Hello. So what is the minimum data? ঠিক আছে? কত পড়লো? দেখে দিয়েছি। চেক করেছো? ঠিক আছে। सर इसमें एक कनेक्टर मशीन चेंज हुआ है, 4 वाली गैस को लीकेज कर रहा था, जो अंदर वाली होती है मशीन अभी क्लीन कर दी जाएगी। हाँ एकदम बढ़िया होगा, कोई बात नहीं है इसमें। কত পড়ছে? अभी सर सर्विस देता हूँ आपकी क्या दोगे? 200 रुपये आपका सर्विस फी। 2000 रुपये होगी। 200 प्लस ये देखो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, ये 450 का एक बर्नर बड़ा वाला, अच्छा 350 की छोटा वाला बर्नर, फिर 350 का है गैस पाइप, अच्छा और ये 650 का जो कनेक्टर मशीन का अंदर में इसका देखिए वो है चूल्हे में लगा दिया है। हाँ और 200 रुपये सर्विस के लिए।
ये छोटा वाला गैस लेडीज कर रहा था बहुत ज्यादा एक तकनीक बोलते हैं लेकिन यहाँ पर गैस में भी मदद नहीं बताइए फोन पे बताइए बता रहा हूँ यस सर रखिए हमें हमतम हाँ जी चला गया आपको ठीक है ओके थैंक यू आराम से जाइए बहुत शुक्रिया भाई now free sorry so how many categories are there
Two categories.
okay 2 categories too
Low and high.
low and high but there is another one data that is NaNA is written you know 15 16 these two data is Na is there I do not know why okay now what I like to share that is it is basically the data and now it becomes the information yesterday I have told you that is the difference there is a difference between data and the information okay so data is basically your number the numeric values are there so there are numeric values these are your data and these data are interpreted as following the certain type of categories that is this is the high and this is the low that means it is above the mean and this is the below the mean is it clear now for example you will find it is 19 30.4 and your mean is 20.09 so it is written high is it clear so 20.09 it considers the 21 like that so if it is less then it becomes a low and if it is for example here if we will find the low and then the high means 30.4 26.0 that is the high Is it clear now? So yesterday I have told you that is the data is there and you have to modify the data into the information. Is it clear or any question? There is another data. So this data is different. It is the 0101 type. So if you write table VS, then you will get the 0 is 18 and 1 is 14. That means you are giving the definition to the data. You got it? This is basically everything is available in empty curves. If you want to know more about the empty curves, what is there, you can write down the question empty curves. Then you will get this information. So empty curves, MPG means miles per gallon, CYL means number of cylinders, displacement, gross horsepower, rear axle ratio, weight, 1/4 mile time, V/S, transmission, number of forward gears, number of carburetors. So all those data you can get it. So if you write down the empty curves, three. What is this? This is DISP. How do you know? Because if you write names, empty cards. Okay, so third number column is DISP. If you write so you will find 108. That means you are mining the data. So now first three means the row, 1, 2, 3 row, and that is the column 108. So that is called the data mining. Very simple level of data mining. So data mining means data extraction. So is it clear now or anything to be asked?
Sir, the empty cars 3, 3. After that, we could not see the next lines, next few lines.
After that, it comes 108. Is it visible? No. Is it visible now?
So if you give any other vector further, we could see, I think, sir.
Okay, then if I write down empty cars, one, comma, 3. Then it is 160. Why? Because if I go to the right, so the first row and the third column of empty cars is 160. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
It means you are extracting the data. This is the part of the data mining. So may I close now today, class? Or anything to be asked? Meena, is it clear to you?
Sir, I was new to R programming, sir. Now
Acha,
only
acha.
I see.
Okay. Slowly you will learn.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah, you can download the R.
Yes, sir.
I think that is better. If you can download the R, then
Yes,
you
sir.
can do this.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mona Lisa can guide you.
Okay, sir. I follow her.
Sir, I did.
Hello, Mona Lisa, please guide Meena.
Yes,
And
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dibbasri, please you guide. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So may I close now?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
So Mona Lisa, please start the prayer.
Okay, sir. Please close your hand. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnascha Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasisyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.